So Marsau and Keke got in it online on Marsau's Facebook page, and I don't know where all of this is coming from and why Keke decided to jump in his comments, but she did. But on yesterday, Marsau made a post, and he said, when God said he gonna make our enemies our footstools, were we supposed to provide the list, or does he have one and we just supposed to put it in order of priority? So Keke responded, man will provide you with jobs and everything. He is no doubt good. Someone said, huh? She said, enemies as footstools. He will use them to help put a little money in your pocket. You know how, for example, you have family on a job, then you get introduced to that job because they were on the job first. Then after you get the job too, the family turns on you and becomes your enemies. Like, this is an obvious scenario, sis. So this other individual responds, but then Marsau comments, Nikisha Dawson Jabbar, you kind of got to be on the same battlefield to be considered an enemy. Like, most of the quarterbacks in the NFL don't consider me their rival. Weird how that works. Then he says, he can also use bloggers to put money in your pocket via Cash App. Hashtag, thanks, brother. Then Keke responded, hey, you and no, a smooth, easy $100. Praises be to him. Ask him why $100 instead of $350. Then she says, Marsauscott, you're absolutely right. Because who the F are you? Thank you for helping me see the light. You are correct. You are beneath me. Peasantries. Marsau responds, what I've learned in this world of life is that there are always going to be cars in front of me and behind me. I just focus on my car and the passengers I'm responsible for delivering safely to their destination. So I'm okay with being beneath you. But let's be clear, you and I don't have a beef or a relationship. This comment is a deflection from your ongoing issues with bloggers. You are exactly who I said you were, and your friends, the bloggers, are doing nothing more than proving it. You don't get to start a phony exchange with me because the bloggers recorded you and your mom tucking your tail, crying and being controlled by another woman. Don't get tough on me when you were crying because you had to lie on a friend or brother to fans. You were recorded, we heard it, scared of what people might say. You went against your own truth, against yourself. Shaking my head, I'm disappointed. You used to have a backbone. So Keke responds to Marsau and says, I thought you could comprehend better than that. I only simply commented, you should know me better than to think I'd run from anything I said. I attempted to clear up the fact that there was misinformation and that this was shared prematurely, of which I did not share originally. But once it was shared by my mom, I wanted to protect that at least until it aired. I've never tucked my tail or cried. I had a bigger issue with you than with her. As far as disappointment, you did that in the worst, most betraying way to me. A very long time ago. And then I tucked my tail instead of being extremely vocal to you about how I felt about what you did to me that I had never done to you. And I don't give a ish about no dang cars in the literal or figurative state. I stand on what I said yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So I'm going to stop there for a second and skip down because this is just too much. But so, of course, they kept going back and forth about lying, and Keke says, stay on topic. This is about lies. Let's not get distracted. Marsau says, I guess the puppets were true. Dang, y'all three were crying and hugging like one of y'all was about to be drafted to a war. What in the color purple typa? Then he says, Keke, this is about you being weak-minded and allowing another woman make you lie to a friend with the help of your mom, who's only in your life because of TV, same way she did Terrence. Oh. Keke responds, lame. That's all you got? Speaking of puppets, the way you told your wife to shut the F up when she threatened to pull out some real truth. Your puppeted AWS knew to shut the F up before it really went down. I've never seen you quiet until that very moment. I never thought anyone could make you shut up. And I said, dang. Marsau says, well, when y'all talk, do you have to say yes, ma'am? Of course you do. She ain't about to let you do no smarting off. Keke says, see, the lie you just told, another woman could never make me do anything. That's what your weak-minded AWS falls victim to. Other women. Like the Caucasian woman that I told your wife about at the movie theater long ago. It's not me who's weak-minded to women. Nah, that's your game. Marsau says another deflection. Now, mind you, you see, he didn't deny it. But he goes on to say, your friend made you lie and throw your brother under the bus. The same guy who you say you love and lets you borrow money till your check comes. How was the wedding? Keke says, do you have to say yes, massa, when that white woman had you bent over, busting it open? Marsau says, deflection again. The Keke I knew had a backbone. Keke says, I hear y'all like that kinky-ish. No deflection. Answer the question, no teeth. Marsau then responds, are you suggesting that she didn't control you, that she didn't make you change your story and clear it up? Do you have mind control over her? Do you be talking again when she leave? Keke says, Marsauscott, from what I hear, you have a strong backbone and might like to take back shots and not talking about liquor shots to the back of your throat. Marsau says, sad. Keke says, heck no. I decided to clear the story because the story wasn't true. Tell us about the Caucasian mistress, though, and how she had you taking back shots, since we're on the subject of backbones. Let me guess, she specializes in scoliosis diagnoses. Marsau says, Nikisha Dawson-Jabbar, deflection. Stand up for yourself. Don't let them control you. I can respect you lying because you're a liar, not because she directed you to. Keke says, not as sad as the way you cowered when the then Holts were about to expose your lies. You have a pretty strong backbone, and I didn't expect you to let them punk you into dead submission and silence the way they did. That white woman taught you that, didn't she? Marsau says, stay on topic. What did the blogger do to you to make you deceive him and steal $100 from him? Keke says, Marsauscott, that wasn't the topic. No one is better at the deflection game than you. How much did you pay Becky with the good hair to keep your affair secret? She says, Marsau, she introduced you to that white horse and took you to another place, huh? I'm going to stop right there because this goes on and it's just way too much to read. But if you have followed the show since the beginning, probably around 2021, there was an alleged rumor that Marsau was messing around with this woman that worked for their company. I can't remember her name, but I do know that there was a picture of her with the team back in 2021. And then there's another picture, but it looks like she still works for them. Now, I don't know how true this is. Like I said, it's all alleged, but this was the woman that they said he had an affair with. But all right, you guys, I don't know if this is the same woman that Keke's talking about, but sound off in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about all this. As always, Marsau did not deny any of this. So let me know what you guys were thinking. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.